Hey, sorry, a minute late getting back there. Players have just lagged, and Nathan Childress has won the lag. So you will be breaking to get the final underway. This is a true double elimination format, so Raphael will have to beat Nathan twice in 2 races to 7 if he wants to win the tournament. Okay, Nathan has made the 3 ball on the break, but got a little unfortunate that he does not have a shot on the 1. I'm not even sure if he can see. I believe he can see the edge of the 1. So he's probably going to try and come off that edge, bring the cue ball back down the table for a safety. Oh, that was very well played. Raphael makes a good hit on the 1, gets a little bit of a fortunate roll, and makes the 2 in the top corner. Not sure if he's going to try and make this ball or if he's going to try and play safe. The way he's looking, I think he's probably trying to play safe. Yep. Ran into the 5, wasn't able to get behind it. I would expect Nathan to play safe here, come off the left side of the 1 ball and try and bring the cue ball down around the 9. As long as you don't make the 1 when you do it, you should be fine. Didn't get behind the 9, but behind the 8 worked just as well. This will be a difficult shot for Raphael. Good attempt by Raphael, but misses the 1. Actually scratches in the corner. Would expect Nathan to be able to get out from here. The 8 ball doesn't have a pocket. I don't know, you have to play the 8-9 combo maybe. But also getting from the 4 to the 5.
He's not really happy with the angle he got on this 4. He's trying to figure out exactly where he can get to be on the 5 and be happy. And right there is perfect.
Yes.
He has a couple different options here. He can just punch this ball forward and shoot the 6 in the corner. He can draw back, shoot the 6 in the side. And if he gets himself a good enough angle, he can just drift up for the 7 in the other side. And he gave himself that angle. He can just shoot this ball on the side with straight right.
Very nice. Think he's going to try and bump the 8 out of there or just play the 8-9 combo?
I would play the 8-9 combo. If you try and bump it out, there are too many things that can go wrong. And a player of his caliber, that combo is just too easy. Now, he's drifted a little bit farther than he would have liked, but he's still 96% to make this combo. Now, he's got a bridge over the pocket, so that brings it down to 94%. Yep, that extra 2%. All right, so Raphael's just going to clean up this rack. He's going to shoot the 8, go 2 rails, come back out to where he... Oh, wow.
Whoa.
All right, apparently
little adrenaline there.
Yeah, he likes playing one pocket. He's going to shoot the 9 in the same pocket. But yeah, he hit that really hard. Ooh.
All right, so Raphael takes a 1-0 lead. Raphael the break. Don't be confused by the scorecards up there. Apparently Raphael only felt the need to reset his own, not the other one. So
No, Raphael's a really nice guy. He's giving Nathan 4 on the wire in the finals. That's strong.
especially when he needs to double dip.
I think he might give him 5 on the wire if he wins the first set. In that situation with the alternating break, I got to put the house on Nathan.
And Nathan is now resetting his score back to 0.
Oh, that's confidence right there. He's like, you know what? I believe Tom Cruise said it best when he was like,
Hey, Grady, up your ass with the spot.
yeah, I wasn't going to quote it exactly how it was, but yeah, I'm glad you did. So we had a look at that score.
Yes,
That's a pretty good start for the Ravens. And Packers Vikings barely covered the over. Scored almost 80 points. Do you cut this ball in, or do you try and play? I try and cut this ball in.
I try and cut this ball in and get below the 2. Well, he didn't stay below the 2. I would have tried to stay below the 2 so that it might have been a safe even if I missed. But of course, that probably would have been why I missed.
Yeah, with how far that one ball had to travel and what he had to do with the cue. Oh, my God.
Wow.
I did not expect that from Raphael. No, he just shook off the bad juju that was on that side of the table. He shouldn't have that problem anymore in the rest of the set. Just because I'm wearing a Cubs hat, I'm going to say, well, look at my Cubs. 12-0. Nathan should have no issues at all on this rack. He has a couple different ways that he can go ahead and get on this 6.
God. I just killed the stream. Maybe. Then again, maybe not.
Nope, you didn't. All right, good.
Okay. Whew. That's good to know. You can actually shut down your browser window and not kill a YouTube stream.
Yes, that is very good to know.
I should still stop doing it, but...
Yes. Now, with this 7 ball, are you trying to get straight on the 8? He seems to be trying to. I like that idea, because I don't want to give myself a little bit of an angle. If I'm giving myself an angle, I want a good angle. So either straight or a big angle. And he decided to go with straight, just going to follow this ball up and shoot the 9 in the opposite corner, make this 1-1.
1-1 with Nathan breaking.
All right,
Okay.
so Nathan to break. It is 1-1 in the finals. Raphael does have to double dip Nathan, which, since no one's been able to beat him so far, is going to be a very tough and tall task, especially if he's going to squat his cue ball like that every time.
Yeah, Nathan's been breaking very well. Not just this match, but all his matches. In the hot seat match against Sean, he had one break and run that took about 30 seconds because he made 5 balls on the break. Tried to come 4 rails around to get position on the 2 and caught the point of the pocket.
As bad as it looks, it's not really that bad.
No, but it's longer than you would want to be in.
Yeah, but he's still got those young eyes. He can just float this ball in. He wants to be off the rail a little bit. There you go. Now, he can just draw out. He doesn't have to try and get all the way down table for the 5. He can draw out and try and put the cue ball anywhere around the side pocket where the 9 is to be perfect. Or he can just draw it out a little bit. Yep, that's exactly where he's looking to be. Now, anywhere past the 6 and the 7 is going to be a makeable shot for the 5. But you don't want just makeable. You want as little pressure as possible for yourself. So just draw it out. Ooh.
Wow, he really, really juiced that.
I mean, I knew Nathan had a stroke. But wow. He hit that ball. He hit it perfect. Well, if he hit it perfect, he wouldn't have scratched. But
Yeah,
he hit that ball really, really good. Now from here, he's just going to put a little bit of left. Wow.
He's got the adrenaline pumping, I think. It's a second ball he's massively overshot his mark on.
Yeah. The 8 ball in the first game.
Yeah.
And then that one.
Yeah, it didn't hurt him in the first game. Let's see if he's able to recover from this.
He overhit that ball by 3 feet. He made it. Oh,
Yeah.
deep shelf. Actually, that's not going on any shelf. Because we can still see the shelf. Maybe the elf on the shelf. I don't know. I just want to say shelf again.
And
Perfect
Nathan
on the
judged
side.
that well.
Yeah.
Stop shot, or maybe draw back a little bit and play the 9 on the side. Actually, I think he does have some angle, so.
For how these young players play, I wouldn't be surprised if he punches it, draws to the side, rail, and comes out. All right. That's the better shot. But I wouldn't have been surprised either way. They like to let the cue ball go. So it is 2-1 Nathan with Raphael to break.
I like to let the cue ball go too, but when I let it go, it never comes back.
That's why I like alternating break. Even when I make a mistake, I get to break again. Okay, so Raphael's trying to lose a little bit of that adrenaline that he has pumping through right now. It has cost him one game. It didn't cost him the other one because he was able to make a good 9-ball shot. But that one, he had ball in hand with 4 balls on the table. Easy out. That's something that he knows he should get out every single time, and he just overhit a ball. Well, he put a little extra oomph on that break.
Yes, he did.
But
maybe it's still the adrenaline.
yeah. He can either draw back here, play the 2-8 combo, which I actually like. I like doing that. It takes the 8-ball out of the equation for the rest of the rack.
I think he's still going to play the 2-8 combo, even though he didn't draw that back.
Yeah, he has the perfect angle for it.
Yeah, I agree. I like the 2-8 combo. Definitely better than what the other option have been, drifting down and shooting the 2 on the side.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
he could have done that and got out just as well.
Yeah, I don't like that shot in the side very well.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan. But from here, stop shot. I personally draw back and try and put the cue ball exactly where it is right now. Just to give myself an angle. He still has an angle.
Yes.
I would have liked a little bit more of an angle, but that's just me. Pound it off the rail, come back center table. And now you just hit this ball.
Now you just try and avoid the adrenaline burst. And
yeah. I just hit it with center right, straight right. You know, whatever you guys want to say. Straight back across. They love being on the rail. And then just float this ball in. You don't have to pound it. Don't have to hit it too hard. Just float it in.
Yeah. Well done.
It is 2-2.
Ties the matchup at 2.
And it will be Nathan to break.
Okay, everybody out there, I hope you're enjoying the stream. If you do, please like the video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video with your friends on whatever social media you choose to use. Really like Nathan's break. He gets good power. I don't know if I've seen him break dry yet, and always seems to have the cue ball right in the middle of the table.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's something that he's put a lot of work into. And when you put a lot of work into something, your hard work will eventually pay off. I mean, he's only 17, and he's gone through one of the toughest fields that you can go through for just a regional tournament. We had four sponsored pros here, other regional champions. Brett, who won the Maryland State tournament that On the Hill ran here a couple weeks ago. And yet, in the end, this 17-year-old kid from Richmond, Virginia, has outdone them all. And he's in a spot where Raphael, who's another great regional player from up in New York, has to beat him twice. So,
as you were singing his praises, he just had a fairly uncharacteristic miss on the one ball there.
he's trying to set something up for later. That's a joke. I told him not to make it too obvious. No, even as good as he plays, as much time as he put in, everybody makes mistakes. And he's going to make them. I'm going to make them. I'm going to make more than he is, but we all make them. I mean, even Raphael missed that 2-ball 2 racks ago. That would have easily left him out and going up 2-0, but instead it made it 1-1. So. Now, when you drift here, do you try and run into the 6?
I don't, but
I do, just because somehow, even if the angle's not there, if I don't try and run into the 6, I'm scratching. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I will scratch on that shot.
See, I wasn't thinking hitting that shot that hard, and I was worried if you run into the 6, you might be jacked up over the 6. At the speed he hit that wouldn't have been a problem, though.
Yeah. I like hitting that ball with a little pace. I mean, you've known me for...
I'd say you like hitting every ball with a little pace.
Yeah. I mean, you've known me for 17 years now. So, yeah. Slow rolling is not really something that's in my bag of tricks. All right. All Raphael's going to do, he's just going to stun this over to the rail, come back center table.
Oh, wow.
And he hit it a little hard. Did Raphael buy Nathan in the Calcutta?
Actually, I have no idea who bought Nathan in the Calcutta.
Because that's 2 extremely uncharacteristic misses from Raphael.
Yeah. Nathan comes down, has good shape on the 9, looks to take the 3-2 lead.
It's going to be 3-2 with his break? No, it's 3-2 with
Raphael's
break, yeah.
Definitely a rack Raphael was not expecting, or excuse me, Nathan was not expecting to win once Raphael got to the table.
Cam went off. Phelan, Ridley, just went off.
All right, so Raphael with a good break, made the 1 and the 3 ball.
Now, I'm not a huge fan of the 4. It does not go by.
No, it does not, and this is not a good angle to be playing the combination from.
Yeah,
I never like back cutting balls into a combination like
No.
this.
I've gotten used to it because I'm horrible at shape, but I'm not a fan. I'd want to be a little bit straighter.
And okay. So we obviously cannot see. Because that ball went by with a good bit of margin.
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a margin. But yes, that ball definitely, now we know it went by.
All
Well,
right,
good for him.
Well, in that case, this has been a really nice run.
Yeah. Just going to put low left on this ball, come back across. Oh, he took the side pocket out altogether and just going to take a long shot. I don't understand.
May have been worried about overhitting another ball and ending up down on the short rail.
Yeah. But when I'm not feeling confident, I don't like shooting those long shots.
No, I agree. But if I've been overrunning everything, I do tend to come up short.
True.
So 3-3, Nathan to break.
All right, so we get to see Nathan's very well polished break here. He looks like he hits it center with a little bit, low with a little bit of left.
He didn't control the cue ball as well this time, but he has a shot at the one, although
the angle is taking him away from the two.
Yes.
And the 7 ball blocks if he wants to try and go around.
I think more than the 7 ball blocks. If he
Well,
wants to go around.
From that angle, because if he's able to get by the 7, then the 6 ball blocks it. He's just going to play safe and put him behind the 2. Nope.
I don't think he's decided what he's going to do.
Now, does he have the angle to cut the 1 ball in with straight draw and then come straight up table from here to the foot rail, and that angle will take him back up? Do you think he has that angle?
Possibly, but he's awfully close to the rail for trying to get that draw.
And he's not trying to draw it, so. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and he flukes the 9 in. Oh, no, he doesn't.
So close. But, so the 7 ball was not in what was in the way of coming around. It was the 9 ball.
Yeah, he had a lot of traffic to try and deal with.
Yeah. That's why I was saying I didn't think it was just the 7, even if you avoid the 7.
I thought it was going to be the 6 ball.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be the 9, although it's easy for me to say now. I didn't say it then, but I really did think it was going to be the 9.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just too many balls down at this end of the table.
Now, do you bank the 2 into the 9 and slide the cue ball behind the 8?
Yes.
It
No,
doesn't?
excuse me, I try to.
I don't think he's doing that.
No, he's not. He's just banking the 2.
Well, that makes it fun. Skim off the right side of the 2. Try to send the cue ball down by the 8. The 2 ball banks out behind the 5. I'm not trying to get behind the 8. If I do get behind the 8, that's awesome. But just by the 8 and put the 2 ball behind the 5. I mean, that's a very touchy shot, but there's not really a lot of things to do here. The 2 ball doesn't have a hole. A reasonable hole.
I think banking the 2 ball straight across the table and trying to leave the cue ball over by the 7 would be an easier save.
I think it looks like he might be trying to put it behind the 4.
Yes. Tried to put the 2 ball behind the 5 that way and get by the 4, but wasn't able to.
Yeah, I don't like that because now Nathan has not really a free shot, but he can play the 2-8 combo and draw into the 9. That's a shot I would do, even in this situation. I'm shooting the 2-8 combo and drawing into the 9.
Looks like you might be as well.
Yeah.
Played the 2-8 combo very well. A little bit too much draw for the 9, though.
That's that massive stroke. Both of these guys are 9-foot players. So sometimes they let their stroke out a little too much, even though just sliding over has nothing to do with it being on a 9-footer bar table. But they both have really good strokes. Cut it in, a little bit of left. Maybe you run into the 9, maybe you don't. In my mind, he didn't put enough left on it. He allowed himself to be a little too straight. Now, do you bank the 4? Or do you try and play safe? I personally bank the 4.
I don't see a great safety here, so.
Oh, there is not one. But I bank the 4.
I think he's going to thin the 4 and bring the cue ball back down table.
And make
the 7. I don't believe that part was intentional.
I hope not. But does give himself a little bit better angle on the bank. Because I can't imagine he's going to try and still thin the 4 and come around.
I could see him trying that again.
I think the distance is just too great. You have too little room for error. If you're going to do that, I might as well just bank it.
You're right.
The risk
played the bank very well.
Yeah, the risk reward just wasn't there for the safe. That, and if he misses the bank there, the 9 ball being on the side actually helps the possibility of where that 4 could go. Because if he misses it, he's going to miss it short. And then the 4 ball, when it banks back up table, is going to go to the side rail, and the 9 ball is pretty much going to stop it. So it's a two-way in a way, but he hit the bank perfect. And then he fires that 5 ball in. Doesn't have to do anything fancy here. Just shoot the 6 ball in. I like shooting it with a tad bit of right, straight right, and drifting straight across table. He did that with low right and went 4 rails across table. He should make this ball.
Yes.
So it's going to be 4-3 Nathan with Raphael to break. Come on, guys, share the stream. Tell your buddy to log on. Get to watch one of the next upcoming great amateur, junior, whatever you want to call him. 17-year-old Nathan Childress in the finals against great New York player Raphael Dabreo. Sorry if I butchered the name. Raphael. Let's get more people out here to watch this. It is the finals. Nathan's up 4-3. Raphael to break. We'll see if he takes off a little bit of that adrenaline. He took it off a little bit.
That was a little bit more controlled the way his previous breaks have been.
Yes.
Did not make the 1 in the side like he has been doing on most of his breaks, but he did make the 3 ball. Has a shot at the 1.
He's just going to stun this past the 5, come 1 rail. Oh, wow. He's not been on his game. I mean, had the 1 or 2 bad racks against Wilkie. And that's the 3rd or 4th bad miss that we've seen from him. Just in this set. And while Nathan's trying to figure out exactly what to do, if you go ahead and hit that like button, hit subscribe when we do come out with any more tournaments. Well, we have one coming up. Oh, he's scratching the side. Oh, no, he didn't. Never mind. We have the Scotch Doubles tournament coming up in 2 weeks.
No, it's 17th, 18th of October, so a little more than a month.
4 weeks. The Expo Relief tournament.
Yes, the following week, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of October.
And there's one more tournament coming up.
Yeah, there's there's the Brews Black Friday tournament, which Black Friday, December 27th, and then the Maryland State 10-ball championship is November 27th, and the Maryland State 10-ball tournament is November 28th and 29th.
So there's a bunch of really good pool coming up. We have a lot of really good players coming to town for all of it. Going to have massive fields, massive payouts, great playing, great action. And most of the time you're going to have me and Dave sitting here talking to you. And if you don't like that, you can mute us. Still watch the great action. But you'll get the notification when we go live if you subscribe. So just subscribe, hit the bell, and anytime we go live and you want to see good action, we got you. We're going to be here. And there's going to be a couple other things in the works that don't necessarily have to do with tournaments that we're going to be streaming. And you're not going to want to miss any of those. So if you could, hit the like, hit subscribe, share it. This is the finals. Let's try and get 100 people watching at one time. I would like to get more than that, but let's start off small. All right, 100 people. We need 5 more. Let's see what you can do. Log on to a different platform. If you have your phone on one, your tablet, create a different account. I don't care what you do. Let's get above 100. Show these kids I have no clue how old Raphael is, but show him some respect and support. All right, so while I was giving that rant, Nathan left himself bad on the 5, blocked himself behind the 6, but did make a pretty good kick and got a really good roll out of it. Raphael's trying to figure out if he can bank it by the 7, and if he does, he doesn't have to throw it or anything, so he can pretty much just draw back. Raphael might be tired. All right. There wasn't a good safe there, so Raph had to go for it. Unfortunately, leaves the 5 ball directly in the corner pocket. Nathan just has to put a little left on it. He's got a little bit more angle here than he would have liked, but it's not going to be an issue. Now, you don't want to just float this in unless you have the angle that you can kill it. All right, so he did have that angle. Now, there are multiple ways you can get on this. I personally just like putting a little low right on it, coming out, shooting the 8 and the 9 in the same corner. And it looks like he's going to do the same thing. Now, you could have gone forward on that ball. You could have drawn it back to the side and shot it in the side. You could have... There's so many different things you could have done. But I agree with the way that he shot it. And he's shooting the 8 and the 9 in the same exact corner. He's relaxing. He does almost the same routine every single shot, which is very important for a lot of you out there. And he will go up 5-3, and it will be his break for a chance to put some pretty good distance in this in this match. Well, that's pretty much a dream break for Nathan. Makes 2 balls, easy shot on the 1. And it matters how he wants to get back on it. He can draw out. He can punch this ball just past the 4 with high left and come back.
That's the way I like playing it. Apparently it's the way he likes playing it too.
You know one of the things I like most about Nathan?
No.
He's left-handed. So he's just going to float this up, little low, high right. Give himself a little bit more of an angle on the 4 than he wanted, but he's still going to be fine. Now he can go up and back table. I just like low right, spinning it to the side rail. Give yourself an angle, but with his young eyes, he's still going to be fine. As long as he doesn't run into the 7 here, he's going to be fine. Even if he does run into the 7, most of the time he's going to be fine, okay. But all he had to do was not run into 7, and he's good.
So say even if he ran into 7, unless he ran square into it and pushed it straight to the rail.
Yeah. He's just going to stun this to the rail, come out. 8 ball sitting in the side pocket. He's going to go up 6-3. And it will be Raphael to break. Very good out, Nathan. All right, we have Travis Kelsey's number and viewers. Let's see if we can get Rick Wild Thing Vaughn's number and viewers. If anybody knows the answer to that, let me see it in the comments. All right, Raphael really needs to bear down and put a little pressure back on Nathan. Nathan's just sitting over there like, even if he gets out, I have a couple more breaks. He's not really worried about anything.
And the way Nathan's breaking, I wouldn't believe. Oh my!
And unfortunately for Raphael, he's had a really good weekend, but that's going to be all he wrote, all she wrote, all anybody wrote. I don't expect him to get back to this table.
No, I would agree.
Now just play a little stop shot here. You're going to be dead straight on the 4, drift up for the 4, shoot the 6 in the corner, roll up for the 7 in the side, drift down for the 8, go 1 rail straight back up table for the 9, and then shake hands, and you are the tournament champion. All right, that might have ruined my out. Well, what I said out. He's still out. He's getting out of this with, tournament title on the line, first place money. He's getting out here. But he would have liked to have just been able to roll up and shoot the 7 on the side. But with the angle he has, he's worried about going too far and giving himself the wrong angle and having to go multiple rails. If anything, hit it a little bit harder. There you go. And It might be a lefty thing, so I think he'll do it. You just draw to the rail and spin down. Top, go really close to that pocket, almost scratch. And
Oh,
all right, I didn't mean exactly like that. When I say almost scratch, you just post it right before the point and then come straight up table. But this is how you're supposed to end the tournament, right? You have this shot. You have a young kid, doesn't really understand the gravity of the situation, and he's going to fire this bank in.
I think he's going to cut this ball in. All right, you win.
He's a lefty, and he likes to shoot. We banked that ball. All right. He's going to cut it, but he's going to give us a little suspense.
No, there's no suspense there at all.
Sure was. Whether or not he was going to shake his hands first or raise his fist in happiness, I don't know. All right. Great shooting from Nathan. Awesome turnout from Raphael for the entire weekend. Both these players should be extremely happy with themselves. We have Nathan Children, our
Childress, not children.
I don't even know. Children of the Corn. I was in Iowa the other day, just walking through. Nathan Childress is the 2020 Fall 9-Ball Shootout presented by On the Hill Productions champion.